Hello guys, I'm Muldix and I welcome you to another video. To be perfectly honest, it's hard to find the correct words. Behind me is standing a car which only to spot on the road is an experience. But today, I got keys from it. Let's rock. Welcome on board BMW M5 Touring. By the test of proper M car, we decided not only to make happy ourselves, but especially you. The 10-cylinder under the hood, it's an emotion factory, and it's not just ordinary engine. Its block was produced in the same factory BMW Landshood, where engine blocks were also made for BMW Williams F1 factory team. Its 140.7mm long high-strength steel connecting rod weighs only 623 grams. The weight of oil-cooled piston, including piston ring and pin, is 481.7 grams. And oil distribution with 4 oil pumps, it counts with both lateral and longitudinal G-forces. This is no ordinary heavy 10-cylinder engine that will make your car understeer. This is a racing engine, and in BMW M they've put it into family station wagon. I'm pretty sure you already know 15 years old BMW 5er. Therefore, I will not delay talking about design, interior and stuff like that, and we will focus directly on what's different here. Coexistence with robotic SMG 3rd generation gearbox is not as easy as life with a new BMW. To control this car properly, you need feeling, you need balance, you need delicacy, especially in your right leg. Yes, the car is, in the sharpest mode, is brutal, but if you thread it brutally, it won't be a fast ride, but rather brutally fast destruction. The transmission can shift very slowly as well as sharply and quickly. However, in both cases, it's necessary not to stand on a gas pedal like an oven, but to be a little more interested in the technology of the whole car. SMG 3rd generation gearbox is technically robotic manual with a single clutch. And what are you doing while driving manual car? Of course, you are releasing gas pedal while shifting. And this is exactly what needs to be done here. Holy moly! The transmission suddenly speeds up, the individual shifts are smoother and you drive better. Oh yeah. Would I change this SMG transmission for an ordinary one like 8-speed ZF with automatic torque converter? Never. Of course not. Why? Mighty V10 engine under the hood is constantly communicating with me by a throttle response. And thanks to the fact it has 10 throttle opening valves like old 10-cylinder monoposts, which are able to fully open in only 120 milliseconds in the sharpest mode. What does it mean? Throttle response of this engine is from completely different universe. Wow, this is a racing machine. I can't even tell you how quickly we are driving through this forest. This is insane. And you're right if you're telling me that the car with newer automatic gearbox is much easier to drive, it's more usable, and it's of course faster. Yeah, then you're right. But maniac like me, I'm losing some part of emotions, some part of theatricality. You're missing some obstacles which car gives you while you are driving quickly, and you have to deserve its speed. You have to learn how to drive it quickly, and once you're up on it, you are happiest person ever. Oh, wow, 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 wow. And this is the missing part in the new BMW M5, F90 for example, or I've also driven new X3M competition, and even if it was a little bit faster, it wasn't so much fun, simply, and that's it. This monster, you have to drive it properly. You have to be focused on what are you doing right now. And if you don't do so, you'll crash it. The M5 Touring weighs 1880 kilograms, as it was very surprising for me how agile this car is. Car is also very well balanced. It likes to do some power slides, of course, which is clear to you almost immediately after stepping on board and pressing the gas pedal, but it's responsive. It also doesn't have dead steering. You can feel the whole mass, you can feel the front axle, and the car is also pretty impressive under brakes, which, to be perfectly honest, I didn't expect it. This is a proper sports car, so you can enjoy it on some B roads as well as on the autobahn. The characteristics of the engine are absolutely incredible. While you don't know much about it in a low revs, and it's not really explosive when I compare it with my old M5 E39, on the other hand, the maximum power is available at 7,750 RPMs. But it's not an issue to get up to 8.25 with an engine of this size from 2004. Do you understand? Me not. Of course, the high number of throttle valves and also higher RPMs results in really high service requirements for connecting rod bearings, and also the transmission, which can occur when someone behaves like he shouldn't. But here, in one breath, BMW M5 E61 Touring is an automotive legend which rightfully belongs in the Cars Hall of Fame. And although it's maintained, it's not cheap. We are talking about high-performance car that is 15 years old, and no one would buy this one to drive tens of thousands kilometers per year, especially not in a touring version. With this car, you are buying a piece of history, and then it's not about the money. Well, I don't say it's good to take your money, to borrow some and buy E61 M5 Touring. It's like economical suicide if you have to borrow some money on it. And you can trust me, I know something about it. Even maintenance of E39 M5 is not cheap. Finally, we come to an answer which I get pretty often with this car. Would I change my E39 M5 instead of this baby? This can't be answered, simply. I don't know. Both cars are incredibly different. Both cars are named M5. But for me, it's absolutely surprising that these cars were created almost immediately after each other. Their personalities are so different. So the result is, if you have enough money, it's the best choice to have both of them, for sure. To be perfectly honest, driving this car couple of days in 2021, it's an experience of a lifetime. It's so much different in comparison with all new cars, especially station wagons. I'm so happy, man. I'm happy, man. Cheers, guys. She's a honey.
Takže to nevracíme?
Čum. Ne, nevracíme, musíš to koupit. A nebo já rozbiju prasátko, to je úplně jedno. Musíme, to nevrátíme tohle.
Dobře, to beru.
Ne, tohle ne.
První firemní auto?
Kamera, kar jak nikdy.
No, má to vokno, to
jo, má to dobrý. To auto je naprosto skvělý, když budeš chtít nafilmovat zvuk toho auta za tebou.
Myslíš, že je to dobrý auto?
Ne.
Že se to nemohu kupovat?
Je to návykový auto. Dobrý to vůbec není. Je to nejlepší.